All right. So at the end of the last session, you guys had interacted with a drow young woman named Tenali. You agreed to not kill her trippets or her trippet friends.
For now.
Well, okay. All right. So, it's the next morning. Trippets haven't stolen any more food. Eldon is feeling good about himself. I take you guys shove off then.
See why not?
So, roughly how many days are we yet from Mistvale?
You guys would be 2 days and 1 night. So you'll get there on the evening of the next day. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Just check my notes here.
How is Tenali dressed? Does she, look like she's been, fit for travel and is, able to kind of get around on her own, or is she look?
Hell no.
Okay.
Okay.
Like she looks like she was at home, doing her usual thing,
like,
and then there's
like her bunny slippers or something.
No, not to that. She's wearing
regular clothes,
like street clothes. Her street clothes, right?
She skinned actual rabbits, turned them into slippers.
No.
I mean, she's with trippets. The trippets might do that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And just for a reminder,
Trippets
the trippets basically look like furry goblins, is what you're
with a fox head, yeah.
With a fox head. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Getting.
I think there's a race from WoW that is similar.
Okay.
I don't play WoW, so I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well then, yes, I think we still have the wagon and everything, right?
Yep.
So
Yep. You guys still have the wagon, so
I guess we'll let her take a spot on that.
all right. So I take you guys are traveling then. Can somebody give me? Let's go with Sebastian. Give me a D20. As you guys are traveling, you see this procession of hooded individuals. They're wearing all black cloaks with purple trim on it, and they're kind of like doing like a Gregorian chant kinda. On their cloaks you see, now obviously the background here is purple with black, the inverse. So on their hoods, so like that you can't see their faces. Their hoods are like completely over their faces, but where their face is, you can see this this emblem embroidered onto the front of their hoods. Everybody, give me. Actually, is there a religion check? Yeah, give me some kind of religion check. So the only one that would recognize this is Malachi. 3 people were off by 1. Oh, never mind. 2 people were off by 1. And Malachi, you would know that this group is a group of cultists. They're a very secretive group. This is a group known as the Cult of Malchior, and they are an extremist group. They're not necessarily violent in extremism, but they're like, say some radical stuff like people over the age of 40 shouldn't live, and things like that. Right. Oh. Yes.
So,
I'm in danger.
Is it? Do I consider it abnormal just to kind of see them milling about not milling about, but processing on the side of the road, or are they kind of relatively, they're open about that? They're just their ways are secretive. So, seeing them. I mean, there's not a lot of them, right?
So seeing them is a rarity,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not something dangerous. Everyone, give me a perception check.
Is this a regular roll this time?
Yeah, just a regular roll.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow, Malachi, rolling gas.
Everyone that rolled over a 10
I'm an overachiever, okay?
would notice that in the center of the procession there are a couple of individuals that are singing louder than the others and a little more erratic than the others. And they all have an extra accent of green down the backside of the sleeves. And they seem to be hugging themselves. But no one would know what that really means, but they almost look like they're hugging themselves.
Self-love is important after all.
Are the other ones that aren't hugging themselves, are they like holding anything or seem to have any like noticeable weapons on them?
No, they just kind of like have their hands together almost like in prayer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is there, and this is kind of like a decentralized religion, like it's not a specific area that they
Correct.
tend to show up in? Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of, I mean, they tend to congregate, they kind of travel around and congregate together, and they try to find like-minded individuals, right? But like they're not like a recognized religion by the kingdom or any of the dukedoms for that matter.
Now, is the age of 40 thing, is that a human age of 40, an equivalent, or are we concerned about Savelis' safety?
That's what I was wondering.
You can assume that it is.
They don't like the elderly, it sounds like.
Yeah, they don't like the elderly, right?
Okay.
So like they wouldn't know how old Savelis is. He's
Gotcha.
an elf. He doesn't look old, right? So to them, he's, it would be a relative thing, I guess, to answer the question.
Yeah.
All right.
I think just kind of knowing what they're about, Malachi's just gonna roll his eyes and be like, ugh, priests. And just kind of keep moving. Because I think Malachi's the one that was driving the cart, so he'll just keep kind of doing that.
How many of them are there right here?
So there's 4 of the green sleeved guys and 17 of the regular individuals.
I see. I like their voices though.
At least quiet.
Is it like a repetitive chant that we would be able to like pick up on like a break in sentence structure? Like that we could at least not necessarily understand what they're saying, but more so like have a memorization of what it is that was said. Does that make sense? Like, is that possible for Malachi to do?
So it's repetitive, like it's saying the same things over again, but you have no idea what they're saying.
Well, no, I get that, but like
right.
Someone that doesn't speak French could possibly repeat a French phrase if it's repeated over and over.
Oh, yes, you could do that. Yes.
Okay, just for future study purposes.
Gotcha. Yes. But I believe that none of you have the language that they are chanting in. No, I know none of you have the language that they are chanting in.
There.
I could, as a ritual, kind of comprehend the languages, but somebody would have to write it down. And I rolled a 4 perception, so I'm not going to be able to do that.
I think we should just leave them be.
Yes.
And they are going the opposite direction of you, by the way. I wasn't sure if I made that clear. You guys are like passing each other down the road.
No, yeah, they look like pleasant people.
Okay. All
I'm sorry to question your judgment here, Savelis.
What? They're not harming anyone.
Yet.
Yet. Oh
I mean,
boy.
Savelis is the person that set fire to the town we just came from by accident, so
That was an
You know.
accident, though.
I'm sure.
All right. As it approaches, you guys are going on down the road. As it's approaching evening, you come across a small village. You see a sign out front. It says, "Welcome to the village of Kred."
Okay.
It's about it's a little bit earlier than what you would usually bed down for the night, but it is a town that has an inn, and a general store, and it's not a very big village, maybe 120 people. So what would you guys like to do in this village of
Town
Kred?
name was
They
Kred.
might need
Or
anything.
Kred, Kred.
I mean, do we want to bring the things that look like fox goblins into the middle of a town? Question mark.
And they just look like animals. You can, and if they're with you, you would think that they're fine.
I could
Okay.
turn them invisible. You want to be better safe than sorry.
Then we can't see them either. So what happens if they scamper off?
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh jeez.
I think we can risk it if things get a little haywire. Maybe we consider other accommodations, but
Yeah, I'll stand by though, just in case anybody get nervous.
how is it are we able to tell like the size of this town? Is it relatively, I'm assuming smaller than Wildercrest, but relatively
Significantly smaller than Wildercrest.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, this is
Just
somewhere
fine.
that you, was likely, was originally just a roadside inn, and then has grown up a little bit around that inn, right?
Gotcha.
So mostly just, you guys, so this town is kind of in the middle of the, little bit of the woods, right? So you can assume that, like, a lot of their, they don't really farm that much, right? Well, like, farm crops, right? They would, keep livestock instead.
I'll ask Tanali if she needs better shoes or any kind of adventuring gear. If she doesn't have any money, we could probably help her out.
Oh,
She's gonna be with us.
I suppose some better traveling clothes would be better. That would be, and maybe being able to blend in. I feel like I stand out a little too much with my more opulent clothing. That would be greatly appreciated.
Do I see any shops that look like they have like a robes or anything adventuring gear?
You would assume that the a general store would have what you're looking for.
All right. Well, do we see a place kind of upon entering that we can leave the cart or board the horses for the evening?
You see that the inn, going back to the the kind of at the center of town, does appear to have horse stalls and space where you can maybe park a cart.
All right. Well, why don't some of us take our friend to find some more fitting clothes, and the rest of us can get accommodations set up for the night.
Can do.
Stop by the store.
Yep.
Anybody want to come with?
Yes.
I can-
I'll come with.
I'll
Yeah.
set up stuff for us.
I will go with them to make sure nothing bad happens.
Who are you? Wait, who are you going with?
I'll go with Savelis,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
just
So-
in case.
Savelis and Malachi are going to the inn.
Correct.
Myself and Sebastian and Tanali are going to the general store.
Oh, what about
Red
Red
Miller,
Miller?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
I guess I will help with the horses.
Okay. All right. We'll start with the individuals that go to the general store. As you guys walk in, you see a rather portly fellow, balding, kind of big bushy beard. He goes, "Oh, hail, friends! I haven't seen you guys around here. Welcome to Kred."
Well met.
Well, what can I do you for?
Well, my friend here needs some traveling gear. She needs some more wilderness clothes and that kind of gear. So she'll look around and find something like that. I was curious if you had anything interesting coming recently, anything out of the ordinary.
Well, I could definitely do it for the adventuring gear. I can just some clothes. Do you need a backpack for her? Some other adventuring gear. I got an explorer's pack for 10 gold here, and traveling clothes for 3.
I'd say that probably would cover it.
All right, thank you very much. He goes to the shelf behind him and looks around the shelf to size up Tenali again, to make sure that he grabs the right size and puts it out on the counter for her. And that'll be 13 gold.
All right. While I'm here, can I get some exchange some gold for some silver?
Why, certainly. We got a lot of silver. Not too many people actually have gold around here.
I'll exchange like 5 gold for 50 silver.
All right, that works for me. Thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm.
Question while I'm looking around the shop. There's probably very little arms and armament here.
Yeah, so basically the way that this shop is set up is there's very little room for you guys to be standing in. Everything else is, either on a shelf behind him or in a back room.
Ah, okay. I'll ask Tenali Tenali, do you require any type of means of protection, weapon-wise? Or armor-wise? We do have some in the cart, but...
No, I should be quite okay. I have a few tricks up my sleeve. But thank you.
Alright, just making sure.
Well, is there anything else that I can get you guys?
You wouldn't happen to have any additional rations, would you?
Well, of course I do. How many do you need?
Let's see here.
We weren't using the rations on the road, right? It was just the ones that they stole.
Yeah.
You said not
Yeah.
to bother with it.
Yeah.
But we may need them eventually, so...
Yeah.
I don't exactly remember how many we lost, but I will buy 10 days worth of rations.
Well, I believe that will be 60 gold for you. Or, not 60. 6 gold for you. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
I was going to say, 60 gold sounds quite steep.
I'm terribly sorry. This old brain of mine can't keep up.
Indeed. You say 6? Oh, okay. That will work for me.
All right. And he'll reach under the counter and put them up on top for you. And he'll reach out his hand for the
And I
payment.
will deposit him the gold.
Thank you kindly. Greatly appreciate travelers like yourself coming through Kred. We are quite a small town, right?
Yes, indeed.
Do I see anything interesting in the store though? Like,
And
looks out of the ordinary.
Give me a perception.
Yeah.
No, not really. Everything seems kind of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
It is a small town. If they had something spectacular, you can assume that he'd be like putting it on display and be like, "Look at this cool ass thing I have," right?
Okay, I think I'm probably done here.
All
Yes,
right.
I believe so too.
All right, then let's jump over to the people that were taking care of the horses.
Sure. Yeah, I guess we'll find wherever is the best place to kind of put them off to the side and tie them up, hitch them. And then you said that there was a, local tavern. I guess we'll go
Hold
there.
up, you're getting a little ahead of yourself.
Oh, I apologize.
As you guys approach the stables, a young lad will approach you. Well, hiya, mister. Need some stabling for your horses there.
Malachi will kind of just take a second and be like, yes.
Alrighty. Well, that'll be 3 silver a day.
Okay.
Just the one day, right?
1 day is
Sure.
perfectly fine here.
Is that 3 silver for all of them or 3 silver apiece?
That'll be 3 silver apiece.
All right. I'll give him a gold and say keep the change.
Well, thank you, sir. Very, very much appreciated. And you can just keep just pull the wagon you have there behind the stable, and there's no charge for that. But thank you kindly, sir. And he'll scurry off, and you guys can go about.
That kid reminded me of you, Savelis.
I'm so glad I wasn't taking a drink at that moment.
He seemed nice.
Yep. All right.
I guess
Well-
I guess we're gonna try to.
Yeah, if people in this town are this cheery, I'm gonna need more alcohol. Let's go find the bar.
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
I take it you're also going inside, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
When you go inside, you're greeted by a humble inn. Something that you would definitely expect from a middle of nowhere. But it's cozy. There's bearskin rug in front of the fireplace. Various stuffed animal heads on the walls, and nice warm fire going.
I'm just gonna
and the bar is right there for you.
I'm just gonna stare at the fire for like 5 seconds.
Gets his mojo going, if you know what I mean.
Is it like a bunch of people in the tavern at this point in time, or is it kind of like locals and that sort of thing?
It's still a little early, so like there's like maybe there's like two old men sitting on opposite ends of the bar, just kind of sitting with their heads down and their cups. As you approach, the bartender looks up from cleaning glass like all good bartenders are. Good afternoon. What brings you to Kred?
Alcohol, food, and a warm bed, hopefully, for the evening.
Well, we got that for you. Don't see a lot of you guys around here. But your friends seem okay, so I guess you're okay.
Oh,
Is
he's
he
great.
saying that to Malachi?
Yeah, he's saying that to Malachi.
Of course he is. He just says, "Yeah, I'm a regular peacock." So about the drink, are you whatever's the strongest thing you have?
Certainly, that'll be 2 silver.
All right. I also might need to do some gold conversion. It's the problem.
Don't worry about doing gold. Just do it. Just do it on your own.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. All right.
I hope you're... Are you here for us, sir?
Have you done something incredibly wrong?
No, I mean, for the town.
Not today.
Oh, because...
Why? Is there an issue that you would like to address?
Well, some of the more superstitious folks around town have been saying that there's some kind of hag in the woods that's been stealing people's animals. Now, I don't... it's probably just the wolves, right? But, you know, some of the locals are a little superstitious living out here in the middle of nowhere, right? You know, things go bump in the night and people start thinking, oh, it's a ghost or something. I was worried that someone had actually called you and wasted your time, right? We wouldn't want to be on your bad side.
Well, funny enough, we are actually looking for someone who lives in the woods and deals in magic. Perhaps it's the same person.
Our woods? Well,
Don't.
that would be...
Matt does not know.
Oh, you guys are still a little ways away from Mistvale, so...
Okay, yes, this is like totally different.
Probably a different...
Yeah,
connection.
totally different, yes.
Okay. The Malachi says, I mean, we are on, I believe, no express deadline, so if there's a deal of money in it, if you want to point us in the right direction, maybe we'll take a look. After the drink, of course.
Yes, after the drink, yes.
Yeah.
I believe the town master is one of those superstitious folks, so if you go just right across, he lives right across the street from here. If you go talk to him, he might be able to offer you a reward if you were to do something about these disappearances of animals. Again, it's just been animals going missing. It's nothing. You know, it's what happens when you live in the middle of nowhere. As he's talking, one of the gentlemen off to your right, off to the far right side of the bar, goes, well, I heard that one of the girls in town has gone missing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was this?
She hasn't been seen for the past couple nights. Although her parents aren't really that attentive of her, so I think most of the folks around here have been just attributing it to she just ran away from home, but I don't know.
How young's the girl?
She's about 14, 15. I don't remember when her birthday is. I don't know her all that well.
Do you know her name?
Her name's Layla.
Well, where do her parents live?
They live on the west side of town. I don't know why I'm going southern here. I'm just trying to go for gruff and I've gone southern.
Bound to happen.
Does the bartender seem like he really doesn't think, like, do you really think it's an animal, or does he seem like he's shifty at all?
You're at the general store.
Oh, I'm still at the general store.
Yeah, this is why the general store people are at the general store.
Yeah, I think it's just me and Malachi right now.
And I think Red Mill is with you as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll kind of take mental note of that. Is Sibelius within earshot of this? Are you with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would assume he is.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are like 10 feet from the door, so I would assume.
Gotcha.
Like,
So we're all just kind of hearing this all together. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, we have business. We'll see if we find the time to make our way about town. I don't know if we're likely to stay, but thank you for the heads up, I guess. Very forward people in this town. I like
don't
it.
mention it.
Okay. Malachi
We'll
just looks
definitely,
around
we'll
for that
definitely
drink.
help you. Did we already pay for room and board too?
Oh
think we
yes,
paid for them.
room and board. That will be. How many rooms will you require?
At maybe 4, I think. 3
Probably
or 4.
like, yeah, something like that.
All right. Well, that
I can room with whoever, but I don't know how everyone else feels.
well, I can do. I can do if since you guys are helping out the town, I'll do 3 gold for all 4 rooms.
Mighty kind of you.
Don't want me to cover for everyone?
Well, there's 3 of us. Why don't each of us pay a gold, and that'll cover the group for the evening.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Red Miller.
Works for me.
All right.
Okay. Do you take a sip of the strongest liquor he has?
Immediately when it's placed in front of me, yes.
It burns like hell. It's like, 90% alcohol.
Jeez.
It's like some moonshine shit, right?
Yep. All right. Well,
Is it good?
I'll sip. It does what it needs to.
Well, as long as you like it.
This place is getting more palatable by the second. But what is on the menu for the night? I'm sure our companions will be hungry as well.
Well, my wonderful wife has a full pork roast, full pig roast, and going on in the back. So that
Sounds good.
and probably some mashed potatoes.
I'll just take some mashed potatoes myself.
Okay. Don't see people that don't eat meat often.
Yeah, that's. I'm not a big meat person.
Very well. Suit yourself. Although her pork roast is quite great. Very tender, very juicy. It's great.
I bet it is.
But that will be ready in a couple hours yet. It's still a little early.
That's fine. More time for drinking.
The others that are not with you guys, would you guys be heading to the inn after you finish at the general store?
Yeah, probably. Unless I saw anything else on the way there, we'll probably just head back.
Eldon?
Repeat that? Sorry.
Would you be going to the inn once you finish at the general store?
I was going to drop off those extra rations at the cart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
But yes.
Okay, so now you all are at the. You can find the cart just fine. You guys are all at the back together. Gang's all here. Now you can die together.
Hey, what?
Yes.
Well, it sounds like this town is a little bit more exciting than it first appears. Some shifty things are happening.
Did you find us a new job?
It remains to be seen. In small towns like this, people blow things out of proportion quite quickly, but it seems that a small girl has recently disappeared. If anything, that seems the most concerning issue about the town.
There may or may not also be a hag nearby too.
Oh.
Yeah,
Different one though.
I wouldn't put too much stock into that one, but sure. But yes, I mean, if you all would like to engage in that, we certainly can, but we do already have a bit of a job to do, but there's no schedule as far as I remember. So it seems prudent to at least investigate the claim.
Yeah, we can take a look around. Talk to some people.
What's Denali gonna do in the meantime then? Is she gonna aid us or stay here, or what's she feel like doing?
Oh, I'm not quite suited for combat, so I would appreciate just staying here with my friends.
That's fine.
If that's okay with you guys.
Yeah. Just want to make sure that you are safe and sound. But obviously we can use help if need be.
Yes. I don't want to be a burden on you guys. I'll try to see if the innkeeper or his wife needs some help for some silver or copper maybe.
Oh, that'd be great.
All right. Well, I wish you guys good luck on finding what's going on with this missing girl. I do feel bad that such a young lady would be in such a tumultuous situation. All right.
I mean, aren't you a young lady also in a tumultuous situation?
Yeah, it seems to be going around.
I'm a dignified member of the Belrin family. Thank you very much. She doesn't seem too confident as she says that, but
I'll kind of take pour a little bit of my remaining alcohol into my flask, and I'll kind of hand it over to her, and I'll say, "Well, you don't really know much about you. Why don't you take a sip, and we'll get to know each other a little bit better? How about that?"
Oh, that's quite okay. I'm not much of a partaker in alcohol.
Well, the alcohol is not necessarily needed, but the story very much so is.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh god, this is gonna go real bad, guys. Real bad. Yep.
Again, I'm quite all right. I think I'll give you. I'll tell you more when you guys return. How about that?
Well, if you slow us down or we find something out that we don't like, just know that we'll let you know.
Oh, okay. She is quite scared of you by now.
Good.
I would imagine.
Now that that's taken care of, let's get drunk.
Wait,
I mean, I won't, but
When were we were we or were we not gonna try and find this young girl?
I guess
not
we're gonna
tonight.
try and doing that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's getting late, right?
Well, it's like
It's
3-4 o'clock.
Okay.
I mean, technically we would have time, but I feel like we're all just, more or less Malachi just sort of wants to.
yeah, I've started drinking at this point.
Yeah.
I think this is a job better suited for tomorrow.
All right.
So, actually, what I'll do is I'm gonna take. Around the fire? Are there any seats around the fire?
Yeah, there's some plusher chairs around the. That's a weird word. Around the fire.
So I'm gonna take a seat, but I'm going to take control of my owl.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna have the owl fly around outside, just to kind of scout some things out. I know there's a range limit on how far the owl can go. Oh wait, or do I have to be in line of sight of the owl?
Hold on one sec.
Oh, it's only 100 feet.
Okay.
So it's not that far away from the.
Yeah. So in that 100 feet, you're unable to see
I would need to look.
Well,
up
give me
my,
a perception check.
That would be with the owl's perception, yes?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see any. No, you don't see anything. But do give me, since it's an owl, give me a survival check at advantage.
Okay. I don't believe the owl has that.
I think that's wisdom. Actually, give it to me from your
Oh, okay.
your stat block.
Yeah, it's not that much better.
That'll do though. To the north of town, you do think you see something that may indicate, maybe some activity.
Okay.
Sylvanas, you were saying that you wanted to do something?
I just wanted to see if my wildfire spirit could do the same thing, but I just didn't know if it had a range from me that it could only go so far. But so far, it doesn't look like it.
I forget what that does. So
Well, I mean, it's... So basically, I'd summon a wildfire spirit instead
Right,
of, like,
right.
say, using my shape change. But I'm looking in the rulebook here. I'm not seeing anything about it having a limit to like how far it can be from me.
Okay. Okay, so I'll let you go explore a little bit further than Fox's owl.
Did we see him summon this thing?
I would assume.
Because I don't think we have yet, right?
No, yeah, this will be the first time you would do that.
Is it just like a ball of fire that just appears?
It's like a it's a thing of fire, yes, but it sort of looks like a bird-like visage.
Interesting. Very. Yeah. So again, give me a perception check, like Fox
Okay.
just did.
Can do. Not that great.
You see about the same thing that Fox would see. You can't glean any more additional information from what he and his owl saw.
All right. I mean, I have no reason to believe anything else is out there, so he'll just sort of accept that outcome.
All right.
On my owl's way back, he will try and grab a rat or something and munch on.
He would be able to do that just fine.
Do I see Tenali? Is she hanging out with us, or did she go to her room?
She talked to the innkeeper, and she's now helping his wife prepare dinner.
Okay, I'll go over and talk to the innkeeper if I can, not be super close to her. And I'll slide a gold across the table and be like, "Hey, so she's pretty new to our group. She's going to be hanging out here. Can you just kind of keep an eye on her? When we get back, just let us know if anything weird happens."
Oh, of course. I mean, you don't need to pay me to do something like that, though. She does seem like
okay.
a nice young woman, so we look out. We try to look out for our own around this town.
Oh, well, much obliged.
All right. As the day rolls on, the innkeeper will announce that dinner is ready, and there'll be 2 silver per person.
Alrighty.
And Tenali will come out from the back with a big smile on her face. That she was actually helpful to the. You can assume that it's because she was able to be helpful to the group and to others. And she'll sit down with you guys to eat dinner as well. Anyone doing anything else, or are you guys just gonna, keep the day going until you go to bed?
Just keep an eye out if anybody's taking, like, I mean, I know we're new to town, so I'm sure eyes are on us, but if anyone's taking, like, a real look at us, you know what I mean?
Give me a perception.
Alright.
No, as the dinner rush comes in, some of the locals, mosey on over, order themselves some of the pork roast. It is a well-renowned pork roast in this town. People love this pork roast, right? But for the most part, you do get some strange glances, especially you, Malachi, for those who are able to discern who you are, right? But no, not really. Nothing overly suspicious.
All right. But yeah, throughout the night, I'm just getting drunk. After that.
Give me a con save.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean,
Here
that
we
is
go, boys.
90% alcohol.
Let's go. Heck yeah. 21.
Okay.
Oh,
What is with your rolls today? Holy shit!
I have an
I mean,
iron
hey, at least-
stomach, sir.
It's not a crit.
Yeah,
All right.
my kidneys probably look like camouflage. Let's go.
You mean your liver?
Wait, what did you say?
Yeah, sorry, the liver. Yeah, that's my bad. Wrong part of the
Oh.
body. Kidneys too, probably. But let's be honest.
I don't know, you're too drunk to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Unless last call, unless anyone wants to do anything before you go to bed for the night.
Actually, I got something.
Oh no.
No, it's nothing crazy. I've been looking through my gear, and I think I have enough tools that I want to use, take some of the leather strapping from some of the leather armor that we had from our previous encounter from the cart, and I'm going to use some leather strapping from those and 2 silver coins. I'm going to make little colors for the trippets.
Aw.
Do they want them?
Okay, you're able to do that. Sure. I was debating if I wanted you to roll for that, but see, this is why. Side note: we should make a video on this. Crafting in 5th edition. There really needs to be crafting rules.
Sure.
But I'll just say that you're able to make these. It's simple enough.
Okay.
Collars for the trip is Jesus fucking Christ.
I approve.
All right.
Now the question is, am I able to put them on them?
Give me an animal handling.
Oh boy.
You're not just gonna ask Sonali? Okay.
That would probably be the better idea.
Too late. He already said it.
Ooh.
You're able to get it on T-Tall.
Okay. And it has a little
They have
T.
names.
Yeah.
Yes, it's T-Tall
Yeah.
and Shuma.
T-Tall and Shuma. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
I don't
T-Tall
remember.
has a
Pay
little-
attention.
T-Tall's has a little T engraved into it.
Shuma is not real happy about that, and he'll give you a little nip. There you go. Not a full-on bite, just a little nip. Just a little
Is
nip.
that damage?
Yes, that's damage.
That's a big chunk, actually. In
Holy-
terms of, like...
You're not trying to dodge it. You're.
Yeah. All right. I'll give Shuma's collar to Tenali. Be like, he didn't want it.
You give it to her, and she is able to put it on Shuma just fine. He gives her a little lick. Makes little hee noises.
I just give him a little scowl, like, you little bastard.
as this is going on, Malachi is gonna kind of go outside, saying he has to take a leak.
There are bathrooms, you know.
I understand. And once he's out of the tavern, he's gonna start making his way to the town master's place.
It's quite late at this point, so
I understand.
Okay.
I get that.
Do you knock on the door or something?
Yeah, I'll knock on the door. I'm assuming I'm like swaying back and forth a little bit.
Probably.
Oh, man.
You've been drinking since like 3 o'clock, and it's like 7.
Sure.
After, knocking, a couple minutes pass, and you see a middle-aged man come out in a robe. He's like, well, don't quite usually get visitors at this time of night. And you are who exactly?
I'm your savior, and I open up my arms all wide, and I'm like, here I am. I'm here to stop the vicious hag from stealing all the livestock. Yep.
Oh, you're here to take care of our issues. Please come in.
Thank you, and I'll give him a cute little bow that's stumbling as I do it.
I was just having a nightcap. Would you care for
don't
one?
mind if I do. Don't mind if I do.
Oh my god.
He makes you up a nightcap, and you sit in his lounge. There's a wolfskin rug on the floor, and similar to the inn, lots of animal heads, and quite cozy abode. The seats that he directs you to a seat to sit down on. There's a little end table between the two of you. But unlike the inn, these are much nicer seats. They're made of leather, and they're quite cushy. So oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize that someone from the town had called one of you to help us out. This must be serious if you guys are coming to help us. There must really be a hag in the woods at this point. Oh, I'm very glad you're here. Very glad you're here.
Well, that's a first.
Yes, I understand, but we are in dire need of someone of your skills. So please, yes.
I'll kind of hold a finger up to him, and I'll just give a loud belch. Sorry, you were saying?
I see that you've been partaking at our fine establishment here in town.
Yeah, they got that strong stuff. Yep.
Yes, Wolf's Fang whiskey.
Ooh.
Especially of the Wolf's Fang Inn.
Well, I hear that there's been some, livestock, running off or captured by this vicious hag.
Yes. It's definitely more than it's been more than the usual, right?
Sure. Have you found any corpses, or are they just gone?
Surprisingly, no. Usually we find a carcass, right? They usually just eat. Usually if it's a wolf, it eats what is right there, right? But the carcasses have been missing, right? So that's why I think a lot of me myself have assumed that it is something more than just wolves plaguing our town.
Well, how did you arrive at the hag storyline? What brought you there? Have you had instances of hags, witches in the past around these parts?
No, but there is a suspicious cave to the north of town here that has I guess you could call it a dungeon. I don't know. Rooms that are carved inside of it. We don't tend to go explore them. We're, it's quite dangerous, right? But I think a lot of the townsfolk think that she might be stationed up there, right?
Okay. Any sightings of this hag or female that you're claiming is stealing your stuff?
Well, Old Man Willick said a couple weeks ago that he saw a feminine figure walking behind his property, which is quite odd because it was at like midnight or something like that on a full moon, nonetheless.
Yep, those full moons, scary stuff.
Well, that's how those hags, they get their power from the full moon, it's not right. It's not right.
100%. You are so knowledgeable in the ways of hags. Let me ask you this. One so intelligent. This girl, could she perchance, I don't know, be mistaken for a 14 to 15-year-old girl that may or may not have left under her own accord under mysterious circumstances?
Oh, Miss Layla, I know her parents. Yes, people say that they're neglectful, but they're not bad people, right? They're just, they're tough. It's been tough times for them, right? Her father, was just injured, and her mother's been trying to pull more odd jobs around town to get some extra gold to keep them afloat, right? They're a very loving family. They're sacrificing to help raise their daughter properly. I don't believe the rumors around town, right?
Salt of the earth, I bet. Well, riddle me this, town master. Around what time did this girl disappear?
It was probably, from what I've heard, it's been around, actually around this time of day, maybe about 8 o'clock at night, just past sunset. As the story goes, she was putting the chickens away for their family. They keep chickens, just like a lot of people around here. They keep small livestock around. I believe she was putting the chickens away for the night, and then when her mother called for her to come in, she was nowhere to be found.
And this was when? Like how many days ago?
A couple days ago.
And this is a Matt question for the DM.
Yes.
How long ago was the last full moon?
You're not due for a full moon. You're like at a half moon right now.
Okay, so that timeline does not match up with when old Willick saw the feminine form.
No.
Moving about. Okay.
And also, as a actually, give me a int plus proficiency at advantage.
Okay. I'll just roll an Arcana check.
Oh yeah, that works. Advantage. Yeah, Arcana, that works.
Yeah, 1 sec.
At advantage, still.
Yep. 16.
You would know that the full moon means jack diddly.
Yeah, I figured.
It's just a superstitious dude. Just being superstitious.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you giving me some more information. I have some companions with me that we might look into some or all or none of this. And we'll let you know what we find, if anything, if we happen to go. Cool.
That works splendidly for the town. And please let us know when you return. We will have a generous payment for you upon your arrival back with the girl safe and sound.
And I think while he's just kind of giving this last little bit, Malachi starts nodding off in the comfortable chair. And just starts snoring.
Sir? Sir?
What? Huh? What?
You're nodding off.
Okay.
Don't you have a nice comfy bed at the inn?
Oh, right. Yeah. Paid for one of those, didn't I? All right. Well,
Definitely wouldn't want you to not get your money worth out of the inn.
that would be a travesty. All right. Well, good morrow, fine patron.
Yes.
Do a nice little awkward bow again and stumble to the door. And immediately outside, just start throwing up on the side of his house.
Right into the bushes. Got it.
Clean myself up.
Or onto the sidewalk. I don't know. That's up to you.
Yeah. Gotcha.
All right.
In the bushes, I figure.
Unless there's anything else that anyone wants to do before y'all go to bed.
I can't think of anything myself.
3, 2, 1. All right. Malachi, give me another con save.
Oh boy, here it goes, boys. Here comes the natural one. Let's go. Nope, 19.
You're not hungover somehow. Okay. Fine by me.
I feel refreshed.
As you guys make your way downstairs, whenever you guys do, those who do are greeted by Tenali serving breakfast in the morning. Anyway, continue.
Oh, you're still here. Amazing.
Of course, I'm still here. Would you like some breakfast?
What are you serving?
We got some sausage sandwiches, and some maple toast.
Maple toast.
That sounds
It's
nice.
French toast, guys. It's French toast. But you can't say French toast. There's no such thing as France in this world.
Maple toast sounds nice.
It's wolf fang toast.
Well, they didn't come up with it, so they can't call it that.
I think the
Awesome
maple
maple
toast
toast.
sound good.
Okay. What did the innmaster say it was? 1 silver for the maple toast, and anyone that wants the sausage sandwich, that would be 2 silver.
Any beer or lager or anything? For a chance?
Is it the morning?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
First thing in the morning.
The innkeeper said not to serve beer and ale in the morning, but we can do a wolf bite. It's orange juice and whiskey.
Fantastic. 6 of those.
Jesus Christ.
What are the rest of you having? No, I'm just kidding.
That'll be
I'll just
I'll
just have
get
a
one
water.
for each of the group, and if they don't want to partake, we'll see what happens.
I'll just have a water.
and that'll be another 6 silver then for 6 drinks.
Sure.
Oh Lord.
It's a screwdriver, right?
Yes. Well, screwdrivers is vodka typically.
Well, I mean the whiskey. It's a.
I
Okay,
understand.
for those who don't know, moonshine is clear, right? Because it's not aged in casks. So, it's the Wolfang whiskey. It's a clear whiskey instead of like a regular whiskey.
Gotcha. I'll offer it to everybody if they would like to partake.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Uh-oh. No,
It's
I'm
not that
alright.
strong.
Oh, you know what? Fine. I'll take a drink.
Radmilla?
Yeah, I'll take one.
All right, those who partake, the mixture of acidity and burning from the, it only enhances the burning from the liquor. But that's all.
And I'll try to give 2 to the trippets.
No!
See if they'll take one.
No!
They'll sniff it and scurry away.
Please, try to be hospitable. I'll down both of them.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's an apt name to drink. Hair of the dog that bit you. You know what I mean? Wolf bite. It works.
And how many of those wolf bite orange juice alcohol drinks do you have, Malachi?
Yeah.
I think I was up to 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Sebastian will ask if we can have his maple toast cut into little strips.
I'm just eating it like I normally would.
You're able to get your... I mean, you have a fork and knife. You can do it yourself, but if you insist on they do it, they'll do it for you.
Oh, he'll ask. He just doesn't demand that they be cut into strips, but...
Okay. Tenali will be nice and cut your toast into strips for you.
I don't need my cotton strips. I'm good.
Something tells me we should go over to the town master. I feel like we should ask them some questions about all this that's been happening, you know?
I mean, yeah,
Probably
probably
a good idea.
best to have a lead.
Yeah. By the way, Malachi definitely does not remember going
Nope.
there last night.
Definitely does not remember. Definitely does not remember.
So that means you probably have no recollection of, and this is Kabon talking, you probably have no recollection of the events that transpired.
Yeah, nothing that was said, really.
So that was entirely pointless.
Yep.
All right. So I'm assuming after you guys finish your breakfast, you go on over. Who's taking point? Are you taking point, Malachi?
Oh, Malachi does not like talking to people. No, if somebody else would like to take point, that's fine.
I mean, for some reason, a lot of people don't like talking to me, so,
I shall talk to the town master.
Okay. As you knock on the door, a gentleman comes out, wearing his normal everyday clothes. I was like, "Oh, how may I help you?" He's kind of looking around like, "Oh, Mr. I don't think I caught your name last night." As he's looking at Malachi.
I think you have me confused for somebody else. I don't believe we've ever met.
No, you came over here last night, had a nightcap. We had a good conversation about the whereabouts of the missing young woman, and the hag, and about the full moon and all sorts of other things.
oh, it sounds like you had this all covered then, Malachi.
Oh no, it happened again.
Is there a problem?
Just refreshing my memory. It's clear, it's a long night. There's a hag. You guys think livestock has been being stolen?
Yes, exactly. Because there's no corpses or no carcasses.
Interesting. And where do you think this hag resides?
To the north of here, there's a. I think I told you about this. There's a cave with some dungeony, ruiny things out there.
All right. And this girl that's gone missing, seems like everyone thinks that she either was abducted or ran off or whatever, but her parents are kind of, unconcerned apparently.
Oh no, they're quite concerned, but they're also, they don't have the money to pay for their own search for her, right?
They don't have money?
No. Her I thought I told you this last night. Her father was just recently injured, and so they've been, her mother's been doing odd jobs and to help pay the bills and stuff.
I see. So who would be paying our bill?
I would be. It would be on the town, right? Yes.
Fantastic.
We have a budget for when we need to hire outside help.
Interesting.
Well, it's not the first time that we've had issues.
Malachi will kind of look around while he's talking. He says, "Hey, I think someone threw up in your shrubs over here."
That's quite unfortunate. I wonder who that could be.
Malachi's side eye.
Exactly.
Malachi clearly does not understand. He's like, okay.
I'm just kind of oblivious to this.
Bugs and whatnot will clean that up eventually, I'm sure. Anyway, did you need any other assistance with this? I'm sure you guys must be busy trying to track down this hag, right?
100%. Do you know of any witnesses that we could talk to that might be able to point us in, a direction or relate to us what they've seen or heard?
Yes. Old man Willick should be able to give you a hand. I believe I told you everything that he told me. He's a little old, so I don't like having too many people bother him. He's enjoying the final years of his life, right?
Sure.
But if you must go talk to him, then so be it. But I believe, like I said, if you go north to the old cave, right, that should be a good look around for you.
We just might do that.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kind of start walking away and be like, I really don't remember that at all.
Oh my god.
He did drink a lot last night, so...
A lot.
It was I was curious. It was a very long pee, if that was why.
Well, when you get older, he's like, well, I guess we should. Are we investigating this? We have a job, but I guess we do have some time, like we said, if everyone's interested. I don't want to distract people if they have other things they need to attend to.
I'm perfectly fine with doing our job here.
If it's just a cave and a single hag, it shouldn't be that difficult, right?
Yes, there are 5 of us.
Oh yes, it'll be a regular walk in the park. But I'm also
like those.
More concerned of what seems to be a separate incident. Seems to be of this girl disappearing.
For all we know, it's related anyway, so...
It is possible. I will say that small towns, things kind of tend to get blown out of proportion. But, so they might not be related. They might be related in a way that we don't know. I'd rather us try to figure out more before running into a unfortunate situation.
Question for you, Malachi. If in the event it is indeed a hag that we're dealing with, how do we deal with one of those?
Several ways.
Burn them, right?
If you're nasty about it, sure.
Well, no, not nasty about it, but, fire solves a lot of problems, so...
Like most living things, they will die from excessive stabbing. But...
Yes, yes, I was
yes.
fairly certain on that.
They're a little bit tougher than the average chap, even though they don't look it for the most part. You kind of have to have a strong sense of self and keep your wits about you while engaging with them, generally.
Is there anything they're particularly weak to? Like, I know certain things that go bump in the night.
Give me a Arcana check at advantage.
Okay. $20, not natural.
Fox, can you repeat the question?
I've asked if there were any materials to which hags do not particularly like.
As far as Malachi would know, he would know not of anything that they are
He wouldn't know of any weaknesses.
yeah, he wouldn't know of any weaknesses, no.
Okay.
Other than, excessive stabbing.
Of course. Okay.
Maybe fire.
I will say, I'll give this to you. Malachi would know that using fire and cold would not be real helpful.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, there are different techniques or different ways that we could deal with this hag. They're not always immediately violent. They like to make deals. Occasionally, I mean, they delight in our misery. And sometimes that can mean violence, but sometimes that can just mean messing with us for an extended period of time.
Huh.
So, now, why it would be interested in their livestock, who knows? Spell components or a weird, uncanny ritual that they're into. Or they could just be feeling like they would like to bathe in some blood. It really just depends. It also could be a decoration thing, or food. But this girl that's gone missing, from everything that we've heard so far, and from what everyone's told us, that her parents might have been a little bit neglectful, but that doesn't seem to necessarily be what they think drove her away. So it could be connected, or she could have just gone off to live her own life. I don't know.
Matt.
Yes.
Give me a Arcana check just a flat Arcana check.
Okay. Ooh, actually, I have a third option that could have happened, but I'll let it roll.
Nope, I think I just thought of something too.
Yeah.
Malachi would know that certain spells of hags might require human sacrifices.
Oh,
That's
never
true.
mind.
Well,
That's not what I was thinking.
Well, I think what Eilden was getting at, would Malachi also know about how hags come to be and procreate?
That's not what I was thinking.
Yes.
Well, sometimes they tend to steal a newborn away from its parents, replace it with one that they have birthed, and at the age of maturity, it becomes a hag. So this girl who's now in her formative years might also have that happening, but who knows? Various options are possible. But I think investigating the hag is an achievable step, if it is to be believed that she is within these caves.
If that last scenario is the case and this girl is turning into a hag, is it the kind of thing where we can save her, or the kind of thing where we need to stop it?
I have no knowledge of trying to avert it. I just know that is how they procreate. It's unfortunate. Usually, I've heard that it's a matter of most of my kind or individuals that come across them are more likely to take the easy route than the challenging one and just deal with them the same that they would a normal hag. But we'll have to see. Perhaps we'll find her along the way.
All right.
I was thinking the hag might have charmed the young lady somehow.
It's possible as well.
I'd say so.
Do we know? Sorry, this is Matt's own forgetfulness. Did he give a like how many miles outside of town this cave was?
No, but should be just a couple.
Okay. So maybe we could get this done this morning and still make it to Mistfell by the end of the day, if we are able to deal with this quickly enough. All right. Does everybody? Do we want to go now? Do we want to?
I mean,
do anything else before we leave?
I'm perfectly fine just doing this right away. Be efficient, you know?
Yeah, get it done with.
I don't think there's anything else to do in town right now, so we can.
Pretty small town. There's not much to do there anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go find the cave.
As we're going, Panda, at where I think maybe about an hour outside of that radius. I know that we're possibly still going to travel there, but I'm just saying around that time Malachi would be casting a spell. So just let me know when you think that would happen.
Okay. As long as no one else is doing anything. Does anyone want to do anything before you guys head out?
Before we head out?
Yeah. Or anyone else want to do anything while you're on the path to there, or on the? There's not really a path, but on your way to there, to the cave.
Yes, there will be some things, but it's things that require that have an hour duration, so they will be done closer to the cave.
Okay. Anyone else?
The one thing though is I will be using my feature that allows me advantage on initiative rolls.
Okay. Anyone else?
I think I'm good though.
Red Miller?
I think I'm good.
So, just so you know, from now on,
Yeah.
basically after every encounter, I will be using that ability.
Okay. Cool. Alright, then I will move you guys over to... I can find it. There we go. Alright, organize yourself, in a way, like you're traveling that way. So put yourself in your
I love
marching
that
order.
little token.
It's your little
I
owl
can't
friend.
touch my token.
I love it.
All right. As you're traveling along, you get to hear like a grunting and scratching noise. When you guys come into a clearing, and you see two wolves and one large wolf to the northeast of you guys. Scratching at the entrance to a cave. As you guys approach, the largest one turns around, sees you, and howls.
Uh-oh.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, this is gonna be
Ooh, fun.
Alright. First up, Savelis.
Oh, jeez, I'm first. Whew, okay, God, how much? Well, at the very least, I will go up to that little river there.
And it looks shallow enough that you think you can cross it without any issue.
Alright, well, I'm still just for now. And I will actually use Scorching Ray on the big boy if I have the range. 60 feet. Oh yeah, no, I'm good. So I think that's... Okay, no, it's just 3 rays. Okay, make sure.
Okay. That'll hit.
Alright, I'll just roll all of them for now.
That'll also hit. And that will miss. You said on the big boy, right?
On the big boy, yes.
That'll miss. Okay, so roll 2 rays.
There's that. And that.
Ooh!
So 15 total on big boy.
Alrighty.
That's it for me.
Next up is Aeldon. Man, a lot of you guys are going before.
I will get next to Civilis, and I will cast Sleep.
Oh,
Ooh. So 22 hit points of worth of creatures
8.
I can put to sleep.
And it starts with the lowest, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Starting with the creature has the lowest current hit points.
okay. The 2 smaller wolves go to sleep. But the big boy is still up. When do they get to save that at all?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Normal being asleep rules apply though. It's not a. It's, a creature can use its action to wake a sleeping creature.
Okay.
So that's my move, my action. Anything I want to do for my bonus action? I don't think I got anything right now. So I'm just gonna chill there. And that's my turn.
Okay. Sebastian.
I'm going to run up there.
Okay.
And then I will cast Eldritch Blast.
At who?
Yeah, I'll do both.
This is the big wolf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Those both hit.
Okay. Oh, no, my bad.
You can just click the purple in
Just click the
chat, yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it for now.
Alright. Wolves are asleep. Red Milla.
I bet that was a big wolf.
Nope. The big wolf's on a 6.
I will move to the middle of the river, stream, and use my action to take the dodge action.
Okay.
Pass.
Big wolf turn. What is his... Oh, I know what his... Okay, he can get there.
He's gonna munch.
Alright. Yes, he is in fact going to munch on Red Milla, and you took the dodge action, correct?
Alright.
Yeah, that's... Bite. 6. Nope. Okay. Actually, as his part of his move, he's going to howl and What would that be? Do they have? Yeah, they do have that. So, first one, nope. And nope. Okay, they did not hear the howl, so they're still asleep. Okay, it's Ozzy's turn.
Ozzy is going to move up to the wolf, use the help action, and fly away to me.
Okay.
So the next attack at him is going to be at advantage.
All right.
Yes. Yes? Yes.
Yes. Take it that's his turn, so Malachi.
Alright, I'm just gonna shoot a firebolt at him.
Alright, you're at advantage.
Yeah. Hold on. Ignore this if it does something weird. Wait, hold on. That's the damage. Damn it. Hold on. Have to do the attack first.
Yeah.
20 to hit.
Yep.
Then 11 damage.
Alright.
And I will move to there with my 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
Is this little creek considered difficult terrain by any chance?
No, it's only about not even 6 inches. 3-4 inches, so no. I would not consider it difficult terrain.
Okay.
That's all on your turn. Savelis, top of the order.
How's he looking, if I can tell?
He's looking rough. He's looking rough?
Alright, well, I'll just, do a produce flame ranged spell attack.
Okay.
Or,
Jeez.
natural 20.
Savelis. 2 your damage.
I forgot, we're still using the crit rules that...
Well, you don't have to confirm because it's net.
Alright. Oh, right. I forgot how they work, so just thought I'd check.
It doesn't matter, though.
Okay. There you go.
He had 1 HP.
Oh, wow.
Man, this dog was burnt. First, the scorching rays.
One
anyone up,
toasty doggy.
anyone up for some barbecue?
I thought you don't eat meat.
No, I'm asking if anyone else wants some.
He doesn't eat it, he cooks it.
Okay. Well, we're still in combat.
Yeah, you're still in combat, so is that your turn?
I think I'll move. Hold on. Let's see how much feet I have. Okay, like there-ish.
We have 35,
Oh, I do have 35. I keep forgetting.
so you can move 1 more square.
Like there-ish.
There you go. Perfect.
I'll just do that, and I'll be good.
All right. Eldon.
Yeah, does anything actually seem off about these doggos?
Just that the one is surprisingly big.
So they're just regular old wolves.
Yeah, it's regular old dire wolf.
Yeah.
If you want to call it dire wolf regular. Sure.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna go over to this. Move and dodge.
All right. For the sake of experience, they're gonna be asleep. Are you guys gonna kill them, or are you guys gonna let them live?
Do we need to kill these animals for some reason?
Well,
I
what
know.
happens if they are indeed what's been terrorizing the town?
I'm gonna put us back to the adventuring music.
That's fine.
Like, I get what you mean. I don't necessarily want to kill these wolves, but
I don't feel it.
Well,
I don't feel
they
like we
were-
need to yet.
They were clawing at the entrance to the cave, right?
Correct.
So we're at the cave, and they're
Correct.
seemingly doing something that something is within. That's not their home necessarily. So I feel like whatever's in there is riling them up. Now that could be possible, what's happening with the livestock. But perhaps taking care of what is within might deal with this, and we don't need to kill innocent animals. Right, Sibelius?
I am of the opinion that we should not kill them if we don't have to.
then we'll leave we'll let the puppies go. But we gotta get out of here because they're only sleeping for another couple. They're only asleep for a minute.
All right, then let's Let's go then.
2 sleepy boys. Okay. At the entrance of this cave, there is a stone door blocking the entrance. That's what they were scratching at. It's not locked per se. It's just wolves don't have opposable thumbs.
Is there any writing or anything around the entrance?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Pretty basic.
Who can see in the dark? Or who can't see in the dark?
I can't, but I can make light.
I can also make light.
Who would like to be able to see in the dark? I can do 2 people.
I think I'm the only person that doesn't need assistance in that regard.
I already see in the dark.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
I think not having a blaring torch or a light source on us while entering this dark cave might be beneficial for stealth reasons.
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
So, Radmilla, I assume you also need some sort of light source to see, correct?
Correct.
So, who out of the 3 of us is going to take and does that put any spell slots or anything down for you?
No, it's just something I can do once per long rest.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if for some reason we feel like it, I can produce flame that can shed. What was it? Hold on.
We're trying
We're
not to make light.
Oh,
We're
okay.
trying to go trying to go dark.
Never mind.
If whoever is in the front, if Radmilla or Sebastian or I would like to take the back, that person doesn't necessarily need to see. They just need to be able to be aware where things are in their immediate vicinity, and then if something were to happen, first thing that somebody does in that situation is create light of some sort.
Right.
Sound
So I'm
agreeable?
assuming Radmilla, you like to be up in things' faces, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you're getting it. Between Sebastian and Malachi, who also likes to be up in things' faces?
I think both of us, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe me more so, but I don't know about that.
I have some. I'll not hang back and not be in those spaces.
Okay. So Malachi and Radmilla, you will each get 300 feet of dark vision.
Each?
You can. So, as an action, you can magically share the dark vision of this feature with willing creatures you can see. Yeah, so my wisdom modifier is +2, so I can do this for 2 creatures.
That's better than my dark vision. Jeez.
But it only lasts for an hour.
Oh, and we're outside of the cave, so Malachi will use disguise self to as his once per day thing to cover up his brand for reasons.
Okay. So you guys going into the cave?
Cave dwelling we go, I guess.